Good evening, Richmond County, and welcome to your Tuesday edition of Live at 5. I'm Russell Parker. The Richmond County Chamber of Commerce is encouraging local businesses to roll out the proverbial red carpet for visitors in advance of this weekend's Epicenter Festival. The Chamber emailed a flyer on Friday asking owners to light up their businesses for Epicenter visitors. According to Chamber President Emily Tucker, in the days when NASCAR came to town, county businesses would put out signs and change their marquees to welcome race fans. She wants them to do the same to show some Southern hospitality to the music fans who will be here for the 3-day hard rock and heavy metal music festival at Rockingham Dragway. The county's Tourism Development Authority and Economic Development are working with the Chamber to create the Welcome Wagon. Tucker said they want to create a welcoming atmosphere so the visitors, as well as organizers, will want to come back to Richmond County. Epicenter is expected to have a nearly $40 million economic impact on not only Richmond County, but the surrounding region, according to County Manager Brian Lynn, after the festival was announced. Dragway owner Steve Earwood said in a Chamber video on Friday that crews had already been on site for 2 weeks. Fencing around the Dragway and Rockingham Speedway and Entertainment Complex started going up last week, and both properties were buzzing with activity on Monday. An estimated 100,000 people are expected to attend the festival, essentially tripling the county's population for the weekend. Earwood said Epicenter will help put Rockingham back on the map after losing the NASCAR races at the Speedway. The event runs Friday through Sunday with more than 60 bands performing on multiple stages, including Tool, Foo Fighters, Judas Priest, and Korn. With the increased traffic expected for Epicenter Festival this weekend, public school students are getting a 3-day weekend. Richmond County Schools Interim Superintendent Dr. Jeff Maples said in an email on Monday afternoon that after several meetings with emergency services to discuss Epicenter, they believe that the event may cause unsafe driving conditions and delays for student drivers, buses, parents, and staff members. He added that there will be no school on Friday. While students get the day off, Friday will also be an optional work day for all staff. A man is facing several charges after allegedly stealing a vehicle from a car dealership early Tuesday morning. According to the Rockingham Police Department, 29-year-old Derek Keith Chappell broke into the Diffenbach GM Superstore and took off in a vehicle that was being serviced. Officers arriving on the scene say they saw Chappell leaving the dealership in the vehicle and followed him until he came to a stop at First Help in Richmond. He was then treated for several cuts he obtained during the break-in, according to police. Chappell is facing felony charges of breaking and entering, larceny of a motor vehicle, and fleeing to elude arrest in a motor vehicle, as well as misdemeanor larceny, resisting a public officer, and failing to stop at a stop sign. He was booked into Richmond County Jail under a $25,000 secured bond and is scheduled to appear in court on May 23rd. And we are joined with Kelsey Rushing here about the Epicenter coming up, from my understanding, you are going to be going to it.
Yeah, I am. I'm only going for Friday because I wasn't able to get a 3-day ticket, and I'm usually busy on the weekends anyway, so I figured Friday would be the best, and most of the bands I want to see are on that day, but it's also my first concert I've ever been to.
Really? So are you going to go all out and be like, I'm going to put on all of the band shirts and you going to go crazy with your hair? And,
I do plan on dyeing my hair sometime this week before Epicenter,
Ooh.
So there's a possibility I'm going to have some new hair at some point soon. But I am going to wear a band shirt, just one band shirt, but I am wearing a band shirt for sure. All black, everything, all the way. I'm excited.
So, Epicenter is coming up, obviously, and we went out there, me and Will Toller, the managing editor of Richmond Observer, we went out there yesterday. We took a look at what was going on at the Speedway and the Dragway, and it just looks like a huge event's coming up, and they're talking about having a $40 million impact in the area, 100,000 people coming to the area. The high school closing down, the Richmond County school system closing down for Friday for safety reasons because of how much traffic's coming through here.
Which is completely understandable.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is a huge deal for Richmond County.
It is. It's been years since we had anything like this, and this event has some of the most known bands in the world in the rock industry. I mean, Korn, Rob Zombie, Tool, the Foo Fighters, all those bands are so noticeable, and they've been around for years, and they're super successful. They have plenty of fan bases, so it's not surprising that it's going to turn out the way it is.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, Epicenter. I mean, we haven't seen this. We were out there for the Speedway and looking at all the activity going on out there. We haven't seen that much activity at the Speedway since 2012, 2013 when the last truck race was run out here. So
Right.
you can see that, from what I understood was that, they have purchased about 1,000 picnic tables out there for the event. I believe they were all bought here in Richmond County. So, I mean, something like that is pretty huge to say that, that they're investing not only in these ways of the track and the dragway and the event, but also in the county as well. So I think you're going to see a big boom out of this for sure.
Oh yeah, there's definitely. I'm probably going to meet a lot of new people. Everyone's going to meet new people they've never met before. They're probably going to meet people that are going to change their lives. It's like close to 200,000 people that are going to be showing up.
We've been hearing a lot of 100,000 in that range, but I mean, still, you got people just coming in probably just to hang out around the area and
and the tickets are still for sale. There's still people buying tickets, and I saw earlier today, actually, before we started filming, that they're doing like a $1 deal for certain people who have already bought their tickets from the website. If they receive the link, they can get a $1 ticket for a friend or something like that for their mom or something, because
Mother's Day, great gift.
Yeah, exactly. Like they want more people to show up, so they're doing these huge deals on it, and it's like you're definitely making your money because you've already had this many people showing up, and you're going to do this super amazing deal. They're doing some pretty cool stuff with it.
Yeah, so of course everybody else's eyes are not just on the Epicenter Festival, but as well as the weather for that. So what is that going to be like in store?
Well, all I can say is I hope it turns out different than what's going to be expected, but of course people know more about that later after this.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. We are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 7 curricular programs entirely online, including our university transfer degree. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College, local college, big impact.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is an occasional shop located at 122 South Hancock Street in Rockingham, North Carolina. We are open the first weekend of each month, Thursday through Saturday. We strive to offer unique selections of vintage, antique, handmade, and new goods. Each month we'll fill the shop with hand-picked home decor, furniture, and gifts. If you are looking for something out of the ordinary, then we're the place for you. You can find the shop dates and hours on our website at willowtreeantiquesandgifts.com. We would love to see you during our next occasional shop dates.
Today's Live 5 weather report is brought to you by Simply Chic Monogram Boutique, and it's another nice and hot day. There's still plenty of clouds, but that doesn't change the fact that it's super sunny outside. And of course, going into tomorrow's weather, it's pretty much going to be exact same in the 80s with some clouds here and there, but there's plenty of sun. So starting with Fayetteville with a high of 81, low 63, same as Lumberton and Rayford and Laurinburg, and just like Bennettsville as well, all these areas have a high of 81, low 63. And going towards Southern Pines, the exact same. Southern Pines all the way to Wadesboro, high of 81, low 63, LRB and Rockingham as well. Pretty much 81, 63 all around for tomorrow, so be sure to, well, don't wear sleeves like I do. Don't wear long sleeves for one, and just make sure you stay safe on the roads, because if the sun's fairly bright, you're probably going to get a glare in the eye. Going into the 7-day forecast, like I said, 81, 63 for tomorrow. Thursday, high 80, low 62, and there are some predicted thunderstorms for the weekend, starting with Friday with a 40% chance of it, with a high of 80, low 66. Saturday with a high 77, low of 67, with a 70% chance of thunderstorms. And then Sunday, 60% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 78 and a low of 62. And this weekend is actually the weekend for the Epicenter event, so hopefully this weather won't negatively affect the event and maybe even go away, because I'd rather it went away. Of course, Monday has a high 77, low 60. The sun will be back on that day with some clouds, and then Tuesday as well with a high 79 and a low 61. But of course, that's it for your Live 5 weather report. When we return, Russell Parker has more news coming your way, so be sure to stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
Each year, Anthony Townsend drives up from Hamlet to his hometown to sell ribs to the patrons at Mayfest. Held the first Saturday of May, the festival is organized by and serves as a fundraiser for the Mineral Springs Improvement Council. The aroma of food, including Townsend's ribs, filled the air in the field at the corner of King and Railroad Streets. In a large tent across the closed-off street from the stage, festival goers found respite from the heat while listening to Albert Everett sing the gospel Guitar Man. Ray Charles Lindsay performed R&B classics such as The Temptations' My Girl, and Terry McClellan sang the Patsy Cline classic Walking After Midnight. The festival, now in its 7th year, also had a 50-50 in bingo. At the back of the festival area, Sergeant Travis Bowman with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office had another way to beat the heat, a dunking booth. Kids took turns throwing softballs at the target to try and make Bowman take a dip. Other activities for the younger among the crowd included a fishing game and a mobile video game trailer from Entertainment on the Move. Richmond County Hospice has been named the 2019 Hospice Honors recipient by Healthcare First, a provider of billing and coding services, CAP surveys, and advanced analytics. Hospice Honors is a program that recognizes hospices providing the highest level of quality as measured from the caregiver's point of view. Award criteria were based off on hospice CAP survey results for an evaluation period of October 2017 through September 2018. Award recipients were identified by evaluating performance on a set of 24 quality indicator measures. Christina Layden of Richmond County Hospice credits the compassionate care of their dedicated employees and volunteers. Richmond County Hospice is a rural not-for-profit hospice that has been providing compassion and care to the community regardless of a person's ability to pay for the past 34 years. Students in the welding technology program at Richmond Community College finished out the spring semester with a friendly competition to see who was the best welder in their class. According to welding program coordinator Chris Cesaro, the students were given a blueprint of a component that they had to weld. The students' welds were judged by members of the advisory committee for the welding program at Richmond CC. Winning first place was Rain Newman, second place was Edward Butler, and third place was 17-year-old Cutler Eves. All three received a welding hood, gloves, and sleeves, but Newman also received a tool case full of welding tools. Richmond CC is now accepting new students for summer and fall semesters. To apply, folks can visit richmondcc.edu/admissions or call 910-410-1730 to speak to a counselor in student services. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. Be sure to stay up to date on all of the latest in Richmond County by going to richmondobserver.com or by downloading the free RO app for your mobile devices. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills Monday through Friday during the new times from 7 to 8 a.m. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching and good night, Richmond County.